The shortlist has been added to, the games keep ticking on today, and of course, we are chasing our top half finish. Will we get that? We won't find out today, but maybe some of the business that we get done today does go on to decide that. All up for grabs here in episode number 7. As yes people, welcome back to the Hartlepool United Career Mode, episode number 7 of season number 6. It's a slower one than the last series, should I say, but of course, it's a road to glory. You expect that. As today, before I get started, I say this every single time, make sure you have that subscribe button turned grey. Make sure it is not red, and you have clicked it, so it's got a D on the end and says subscribed with the bell at the side of it if you want to click that as well, which notifies you every single time we upload, and the like button is there to try and push the algorithm. As today, we sit in the league 9th, joint on points with Spurs, above Wolverhampton, above Fulham. We're doing pretty good for ourselves, and we do play a relegation threatened Watford first at home, followed up by Manchester City, which we're not going to play Watford, we're actually going to sim. We're going to play City. We're going to play Blackburn away in the Cup. We've got a big chance to get a Cup run going today, so I'm going to try and take that. After that is Arsenal on the 31st away at the Emirates, then Leicester City, which is going to have to be simulated. I don't think they're having an as good season this year as last, but I do think they're actually still above us. They are 6th, so it's hard with the games we have today to actually pick a game to simulate, but Watford are going to be one of those, as we're going to make a change straight away. Brandon Cole, as it's Woodman in goal, Hoover, Duarte, Staunton, Knight and Calderon, Beltran, Baker, McCalmont, Kiss and Antonin. The team that's been doing the business for us a lot lately. We've just tried to put some youth in it, but not risking the youth in a sim. Moreno up front. These nicked a draw against us last time. This time out, we nicked the 3 points. Antonin against the run of play, it's got to be said. But we win the game, and as we keep on simming up to Manchester City, who are now 6th in the league, we are 8th. If we beat these, we've actually got a big chance at going above them, as Angus, a 2-year loan. I'm going to reject that. I don't want him going out for 2 years, so I want to keep him at the club as a backup rotational. Speaking of rotationals, some of the players I want to sign look like those kind of ones, as Knight's got an offer, 15.1 million, Latium, which is Lazio of course, really want this centre-back, so because they've put 2 bids in for him, and they are of course a side playing continental football, I am going to go ahead and delegate this one, but 20 million is the minimum price tag for him. You have to set those, as I think I might be going in for a signing right here before the next game. You can see my shortlist right here, got some decent little players on it. Of course, I do like the team we've got out now. We've got another goalkeeper on this list for when Marinovic, or if Marinovic decides to go, we can try and swoop him up on the transfer list on Conquo. But the first one I'm going to go for is the free agent one, Junio Bacuna. Just a rotational one. 2-year contract is good, release clause accepted, and 22k, that's a lot. That's a lot for Junio Bacuna. I do want to sign him, but as a bench player, I don't want to let him start. We've got Beltran, McCalmont, O'Reilly's doing very well. I'm going to reject that. I don't think that's realistic. I want to get players in right now who are going to take rotationals, as Charlie Kirk might be one who does that. Sure, we've tried to sign this guy before. Charlton, way too low down to be at Charlton. We need to try and sign this guy pronto. He's going to be a rotational or sporadic, as we've got to offer a fee for this guy. I forgot. We'll offer 4 million. It's not much money for us that at the moment, and that is straight up accepted. Don't mind slightly overpaying, helping Charlton out, as here we are in the room to try and get the contract done. I do, yes, want him to take rotational. That is good. 3 years. Let's go for 2, because I don't know how he's going to get on. I hope he breaks through into the first team, but we can't be too sure. No release clause, and that is way too high of a wage. That is way too high. And is he going to accept that? He does. Right, okay, he's accepted it. Another good rotational signing, as he's going to probably have to join Thomas and Chukwuemeka, literally it's in his name, down the shortlist a little bit with game time, which is going to be rough on him. We will take that as the next team that goes to Manchester City. Who do we take there? I mean, I feel like no one in them reserves are getting in. Even Nia Massey's now in the reserves. We've got a strong reserves, an even stronger bench, and a strong team as well. Brandon Cole kept out of this one. Or do we throw him in? Duarte is getting older, isn't he? Duarte did just win, but I am going to go for Brandon Cole. That is the only change from the last win. And let's see if we can do something against Manchester City, but also the bench. I think I'm going to strengthen it up. I'll go defensively on the bench, so Ace unfortunately does come out, and we're taking that, I think, to Victoria Park. Oh no, we're at the Etihad this time. No, we're not. We're at home. Never mind me. At home against the Citizens. And let's have a look. It's another snow day here. Can we get Christmas tree points? Edison, Mazarui, Diaz, Porro and Sierra, Rodri, Soumare and Foden, with Torres, Timo and Sterling up front as the trio. I tried to make my joke a little bit there, but I failed a little bit. But we'll forget about that. This game ain't like the snow before. Look at it. It is absolutely thick up here in the north. So let's try and get a result, as I can't even see the names of the players really well. Calderon, can't even see the ball. We've still got it. Beltran, looking for a little bit of a gap right there. Doesn't find it. Now it's around the corner. It's Kiss. Looking for Antonin. Held my breath there. I thought we were through, as this is a big game. Manchester City had dropped to 7th before this game, and we are in 8th, of course. So this could be a big game in terms of trying to get the 7th place or higher spot, which we are fighting for. We're still in the race for it, but we're in the race for everything. Relegation, everything. As we've tried to make a tackle with Cole. Rodri with a shot. Smacks Knight in the face, as now that's round the corner into Alfie McCalmont. Forward onto Tamas Kiss. Tamas Kiss now onto Antonin. Looks to try and chip it. Need to try and take the most of the breaks. And Soumare with the ball over the top right here. Looking for Raheem Sterling, who had a bit of a gap there, but a good tackle from Kijana. But that's a pass inside. Timo Werner. It's very lucky. I thought Woodman had got it, but he didn't. We made a tackle. The keeper fumbled it. It was a fumble from Kijana Hoover, who made a good tackle, but not a good pass out. Oh no, it was Baker, wasn't it? Yeah, that's Baker. Fumbled. Keeper didn't get there. Staunton didn't get there. 1-0 Manchester City. We need to be testing Edison more in these conditions, as Baker. Don't mistouch this one. It's a good ball out to Hoover, who's got a bit of a run. Antonin is in the middle. I'm going to try my signature thing now, going to the byline, and we do win a corner from it. It seems to work most of the time. Crowd the keeper, please. And then we'll put a cross in towards Josh Knight, who wins his header to Edison. We have managed to wake up a lot since their goal. Oh, shaky, very shaky. But we do still find ourselves 1-0 behind at half-time, but do find ourselves on top. It's a weird one. Manchester City, a game that I should be struggling in, but I'm taking the positives. And Manchester City on an attack right here. The pass to Brandon Cole. Staunton with the head away. Tamas trying to get back on the ball, but City camping us back here as that's gone in. How has that gone in from Rodri? I will never know. We now find ourselves 2 behind, and it's come out of the blue again. Literally, Manchester City have got it. Pass right there. It's been somehow squeezed through that gap, and squeezed through the gap between Woodman and the post. Needs to start watching his near post more carefully. Hasn't been Tamas's day as well, so he departs the field. As Alfie McCalmont. Where is the support from a wing-back? Come on, Calderon, come forward. Look how they're dropping backwards. Look how they're dropping backwards. We just need players to be more urgent in this team. And we will be flying as Beltran across to Baker, who goes for a shot and hits the inside of the post. See, we can compete with Manchester City. We can, as Pedro now through bodies. And Edison saved it. We've woke up even more. Now it's 2. Pedro's at the front post for this corner, and Edison's come out and he has caught it. And Kaki, the substitute, running down the clock right here, or running into our box, should I say. Calderon absolutely sent. Even leads that big slide mark in the grass as Rodri gets his second of the game, sticking it right into the top bin. 3-0 City, and I just couldn't take rewatching that goal as the final whistle comes 10 minutes later. Manchester City win the big battle, the 6-pointer for 6th place. And we're going to just have a bigger gap in between us and them. And I am very appalled by that game. And now it's on to Blackburn, where we need to actually set stuff right after that last game. These are a team not to be underestimated. We didn't underestimate, of course, Blackpool, as that was a hard game. And Hakim Famewo is being approached. What is his contract looking like? Can we renew it? I'm going to try, but if he wants important or higher, I might have to let him leave. As I'll leave it up to him to say he wants important. I'll try offering rotational. Still wants important. So I feel like that's the end of the road. Hakim Famewo will depart the club after a few very good seasons here, but found himself out of the team. And this is the team going into the FA Cup game against Blackburn. You can see it's similar to the last one because I do want the boys to bounce back. And also, it should be winning. It really should be. Marinovic in goal. Hoover, Cole, Staunton, Knight, Bolton, Beltran, Hayward and McCalmont with Kiss and Pedro up front. It's very similar to the team, apart from Hayward and Cole, to the one that was actually starting this season off when Butterworth was injured. Got to make sure we get the job done. And it is an away trip to Blackburn in this game, a team that I had struggles against in the Championship. I cannot lie, as their team is Kaminski still in goal, ranking Costello, and Anania, Arnold, Campbell and Davenport, who is sitting with Pickering and Samek in front, Dolan, McBride and Harry Chapman. Some of them players I recognise. Kaminski, Dolan's very good. Campbell, who's filling in at left back, a central midfielder I was gonna sign at the start of this season. He is quite high rated as Alfie McCalmont onto Tamas Kiss after a tackle. Pedro trying to make inward roads right here. He's still got the ball. Can he find someone in the middle? He does. Tamas onto Alfie McCalmont. Want to give this back to Tamas, who can shoot, and Kaminski can save. A good opening move right there, as we still do have the corner ball. Hayward whipping it in. Not good enough. Don't think I should actually have the young kid on corners, but hey ho, that's how the game did it, as Alfie McCalmont down the line. Tamas Kiss, we've got Pedro in the middle. He can win headers, of course, and that's got way too much power on it. And at least it is all us at the start of this game, as Kaminski's thrown the ball back to us from a little move we just had there, and Bolton whipping it in. Not a good cross this time. Pedro nowhere near that. Still, 25 minutes, like I said, all us, as Jensen Wayward run away from the ball a bit there. Do not like players shying away, as Tamas on the ball right here onto Jensen Hayward. Pedro trying to maybe make a run. We've gave it out to Kijana, who's going to whip one in here. It's Tamas Kiss on the end of it. Blocked. Now it's going to be a volley from Beltran, and it's hit Kiss and gone in. I don't think he meant that at all. It should have been Beltran's goal, but Kiss with the celebration. A cup of tea. And I want to see this again. He has been absolutely robbed of a goal, has Fran. Hits it on the volley, bounces off Kiss's feet and just slides underneath the goalkeeper Kaminski. Look at that, just hits his toe, bounce sends him. Very lucky indeed. Take it all day long though, as we have been so dominant. At least, well, we were dominant against Blackpool, but we still didn't seal it off, as Pedro with a header. Oh, and it's looped over the keeper. That is a very smart way to make it 2-0. And what a header from the big man. Should be in the next round of the cup if we don't actually bottle this one, as look at this. Tamas, chip to perfection, and then a chip with the header. Kaminski way too far off his line. Just need to continue how we've done in the second half, as Blackburn tried to catch us on a bit of a counter. We might be catching them right here. Alfie McCalmont running through. Pedro at the side, chipped over. Pedro. Kaminski dives on it well, as it is a very dominant 2-0 scoreline at the break here. At the Totally Wicked Stadium, if I'm not wrong. Ewood Park it used to be called. But yeah, dominant. Blackburn maybe getting a chance right here though, as Campbell is actually the club captain now. Bit of a weird one to make a new signing that, as Samek gives it into Chapman. Samek around the corner, Pickering. They're looking for a chance to shoot. McBride, that's poor from Marinovic. And after utter dominance, I think most of the games have been played in their half. They have one attack and score, because we just love to concede. We love to give littler teams a chance. As look at this, around the corner, back inside, turn, shot. Poor from the defence. So a change has to be made as Pedro's going to come off for Brandon Fowler now. 75 rated. Love that he's caught everyone up. Here he is on the ball as well. Waits for the overlap. Gets it. McCalmont back into Fowler. Hits it straight at his man. And Blackburn are actually getting on top as we had that chance to try and kill it off. It's Rankin Costello with a tackle, but Tamas gives it off to Bolton. We've come away with this somehow. Luke Bolton cut back inside. Pass into Tamas. Brandon Fowler with an amazing run. Tries to hit it on the volley. Does it not hit a hand? It doesn't, but it will be our corner as Max Clark gets a bit of game time. Crosses into the front post. Please, can we take the most of it? It was Clark who was in there. Falls out to Alfie McCalmont on the volley. Blocked with the header. Fowler down to Jensen. Tries to cross that in. Knight whips it to the back post. Fowler goes for the acrobatics. And going into the last couple of minutes right now. Campbell with a cross in. Blackburn, of course, throwing the kitchen sink at it a little bit now as hopefully we can catch them on a counter. We don't have the chance though, but we are into the next round of the cup. We had more celebrations when we got round the first time round. As I don't care, we've won it. A very good win, a very solid 2-1 dominant one, which should have been more, and we shouldn't have conceded. But that doesn't matter. No goal difference in the cup, just us through. And still no one yet to be signed before this next game against Arsenal, but Firmino has left. Nice negotiations are brought down. There has been an offer for Calderon coming close and Thompson, so we do need to try and sign contracts up again. Which takes away from us money. Avoided banana skins for both of those, as we have got an offer in here for Calderon. Bruno Zuccolini. Absolutely no idea. 5 million's not bad, plus a player. If we delegate this just for money, maybe I'm up to accepting it. 8 million for the left back. I mean, we did pay like 5, so maybe I increase that. No, we'll keep it at 8. Who are we to stop him from getting a move away as the same team to City, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the same as. Hope for a different result this time against first place Arsenal away. All hands to the defensive pump. And the Arsenal team, Vlachimos in goal, the penalty hero last time, Sula, Agugasi and Zinchenko, Goretzka and Zakaria, Bundesliga duo with Cordova, Smith Rowe, Damsgaard and Richarlison. They do have a very, very solid team as Alfie McCalmont straight away on the ball. Calderon trying to slip one into the back post and we actually got the header on it with Tamas Kiss. A big chance early on, but still we keep on going with the ball. We've still got it. No Pedro in the box, but still crossing looks like an option. And Arsenal playing on right here as we should have been 1-0 up. And they've got players on the feet. Smith Rowe scores. As I was going to say, they had 2 players down. Richarlison and Sula both hitting the deck, but they still find a chance to go through. Actually, no, I don't think it was Sula. It wasn't Sula, it was Goretzka, the midfielder. But still they find a way. Woodman at his near post again, not saving it. And Captain Smith Rowe against Captain Staunton comes out on top. Should have gone 1-0 up, but we find ourselves 1-0 behind to the league leaders as Lewis Baker got his rivalry ignited. Of course, the other side of London was his place, as that's a rough tackle, you know. And a yellow card. I'd say that's quite lucky for Damsgaard, the hat-trick hero at our place. As Brandon Cole tries to force that through to McCalmont and succeeds. As Beltran onto Lewis Baker, trying some pop shots because we really can't get close to their net. Calderon across the field to Hoover, who needs to stick that in the middle. He does. Antonin around the corner. We've still kept hold of the ball back in the middle. This is good passing, but led to nothing. Really not the greatest from us to be behind in this game against top of the league, which haven't dominated us. But again, at the near post, Freddie Woodman is really not my favourite player at the moment. That is 2 in the same game. The highest rated player in the squad. Letting us down. It's just round the corner, easily slotted home for him in the roof of the net, and I don't know where Woodman's going. Arsenal really do look set for this title as... Is that an injury? No, it's just telling me to get Beltran off. Sometimes he just is that poor as... I'm going to give this to Hoover. I don't know why. I've just got faith he could do better with this one this time. A lot of power. Looks pretty decent, but... Odysseas Vlachimos saves it. I don't know how you say his first name. As we're 2-0 down at half-time. We missed the early chance, of course. Hoover with the ball right here as we have put Jensen Hayward on now to sit in this gap. He gets a good pass over to Calderon, actually, who can whip crosses in on the half volley, but not this time. It might look like I've given up a bit in this game, and that's probably because I have to an extent, giving the youth players a chance to prove themselves against the big club, because we haven't had a shot since the first minute of the game, as Odegaard somehow Cordova's onside. Baker absolutely flattened. Game still goes on. Dolberg's onside somehow, and he's even scored. When the luck's not going for you, it is truly not going for you. Good finish there from whoever that was. I mean, on the turn. Oh, it was Dolberg, of course, wasn't it? Outside of Calderon to put it in the bottom corner. I honestly cannot see anyone apart from Arsenal winning the league this season, as that's a save. And I think Odegaard could have kept that in play and maybe tried to score from that. But he lets it go out for a corner. Probably because he knows he's got players in the box who can head it. We get it away only as far as Kasper Dolberg. Him to Damsgaard. Zakaria had an option to shoot. Even our player got set from it, or sat, as Woodman actually managed to pull that out of the top bin. Very good save. And can we actually try and make a chance at the end of this game right here? Tamas Kiss got no option really. Gives it into Hayward. Easy pass off to McCalmont. Now Kiss. Option here for Thompson, who's come off the bench after signing the new contract and actually scored a goal. Very nice from him. Of course, does not mean much as the game's already gone really. Was in the 86th minute. It's his first goal of the season. He's only played 13 games, most of them being sub-appearances, as Calderon gets this ball. He's going to hoof it towards Tamas Kiss if he can get there. Maybe we've got a chance. Gets his head. It was offside anyway. And corner right here for whoever that is taking it. Mikael Damsgaard. He always gets booked in games as well, as Calderon wins the header. Just need to whack this. Calderon doesn't. But still, the final whistle goes. 3-1 Arsenal. I can honestly see no one but them winning the league this season. Absolutely thrashed us both times. As we make it to deadline day as well, which I'm going to go halfway through with. In the first half today, I'm unsure we'll get any signings in. Maybe players do leave in this first half, but the second half, maybe we get signings done. As Calderon's broke down, that's okay. Ollie Rodgers has left Real Madrid. So we've got a bit of a sell-on clause. Don't know where he's gone, though. And Lorient, make a Baker approach. Let's get on his contract. Make sure the captain stays with a hefty wage increase. Still wants more, which we can afford, so he won't leave. As it was, in fact, what was the club? I just thought of it. Inter Milan, where Ollie Rodgers has gone. Very good signing for those, as we are halfway through now. Any messages? No, let's go for another hour then, shall we? Let's push the boat out. Any messages now? No. Nothing happening on this deadline day, as I've got all scouted up. Maybe make one more sign at the start of next episode, but I think I'm going to end it right here today. 8th place in the league. There is a 5-point gap between us, Brighton, City, Leicester. We play next time, so it's a good job we're ending it here. Fulham on our tails. Everton as well. Wolves, Spurs. Everyone's around the same points mark, but we are on top for now. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode. Been a very eventful one in terms of the cup at least. So thank you all for tuning in. Take care in a bit and see you all in the next one. Peace out.